So Baba Booey, check this out. This is good going into commercial. D.L. Hughley is a comedian. He has a TV show on the ABC network. And he, we're thinking of booking him on the show. And Gary said, hey, he's a funny guy. But I said, nobody knows who D.L. Hughley is. He goes, what if I make a phony phone call to him? I go, okay. So we came up with this idea where Gary would talk Ebonics to him because he's a black guy. And watch him freak out. But meanwhile, the funny part of this whole phone call is that the guy doesn't freak out and Gary's talking Ebonics.
They communicate perfectly, and he never says anything about it.
But check this out. So here's Baba Booey speaking Ebonics to a black guy, and he understands everything Baba Booey's saying.
Yo, what's up? D.L. Hughley on the phone. Is that you there?
Yeah, it is. How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, man, this is Howard's producer, Gary Delabate. What's up?
I know you. How you doing, man? I'm all right. How you doing?
Good. I just got to ask you a couple of questions and tell you a little bit about the show and stuff.
Sure.
Okay, first of all, a lot of peeps, when they get up in this piece, they be all front, trying to be the Mac. And the best way to talk to Howard is to just chill. Don't get up in his grill. You just lay back in the cut and rap with the dude like he's your homeboy.
Well, I would do that anyway, but thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, just trying to give you a little advice.
Right.
So, I caught the tape of your comedy special, and I got to tell you, it was off the hook.
Thanks, man.
It was real dope.
Thanks.
Blazing.
Thanks, man.
But you can't really come up in here and be telling jokes because that ain't Howard Steelo.
Yeah, you know what? I understand that. I think anything y'all want to talk about is cool with me.
Yeah, the show's about realness, so we try to keep it real.
Right.
Now, what's the deal? Are you married or are you a player?
I've been married 13 years, man. I was married so long I forgot what life was like.
You got any shorties?
3.
Wow.
Shorties are kids. He knows all that.
But, even that stuff about, don't get up in his grill and don't mac, and, he's like, I wouldn't have done that. And I'm like, what is it?
Wait, it gets better.
3.
You ever,
when I was 21.
You ever hit chicken heads or pigeons?
Yeah, I have.
Because Howard can relate to that.
Yeah.
Chicken heads and pigeons are ugly girls, and he knows what that is.
I have.
So he'll probably ask you about stuff like, do you ever, he'll ask you if you ever be scamming on a DL or something.
Oh, yeah, man, you know what I've been a man.
Because Howard loves to talk about hitting skins.
Yeah.
Scamming on the down low. Like, cheating on your wife.
All right.
I've heard him. I don't have no hidden scams, but
Right.
I've tried to live my life out in open.
Now, I'm not sure if you mentioned this in your show, but do you hit the Buddha at all? Because if you smoke trees, that's something you could definitely talk about.
Well, you know what? For the purposes of this interview, no, I don't. But every now and again, I didn't inhale.
Right. Like the president.
Right. And and all the stuff he done, I done, so I should get to run for president.
Now, let me ask you a little bit about, how about getting papers? Were you in a struggle before you were famous?
You know what? When I came up, it wasn't like brothers we couldn't work the comedy clubs. We used to have to work. Like,
How does he know what that means?
I don't know.
It means papers are money.
But papers could be anything to me.
skating rinks and dance clubs they'd be dancing, and in 10 minutes they'd clean up the drinks, and then you get to come in there and tell jokes, and that was really how we made a living up until 1992, 93.
Right.
Man, you know what? Now I have people come, like, there's this cat I ain't seen in 6 years called and asked me for $175,000. I'm like, man, I wouldn't give my father $175,000 if he needed a leg transplant.
What do you want $175 for?
I don't know. He said to pay back a loan. I mean, if you ain't paying them back, what makes you think I think you're going to pay me back?
Right. Now, you got any hot rides or cribs or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I live comfortable. I have a couple of nice houses, a couple of nice cars.
That's good. Listen, when you come to Libertyville, if you'd like to sit down, we could smoke a bone or boot a doogie. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
You seem like a pretty nice guy, man. I feel cool with you.
I'm a real nice guy.
Yeah, you can call me nigga if you want to. I would be honored.
Well, you know what? If I called you that, I'd still have to come home, but I appreciate that. Thanks for the invitation.
Oh, that's great.
I don't even know what he's talking about. He goes, if I call you that, I still have to come home. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Both these guys are talking in sound bites. Everyone seems to be communicating.
I'm still back with booting the doojay. What the hell is that?
They're just shooting heroin.
I still don't believe that.
Thanks for taking the time to speak with me. You're good peeps.
Thanks.
And I think the interview's going to be the bomb.
Thanks,
I just needed to get, ask you a couple of questions about your life and stuff.
Right on, boss man.
All right.
I can't believe somebody asked me to shoot up heroin would be that normal.
Anyway, so there it is. D.L. Hughley, who will have to come in here and explain himself.
Yes, absolutely.
We called him afterwards, and he said basically that he didn't think it was strange. He figures this all white guys from New York talk like that.